Get your water off the table. We're not selling water. Can you hand me
Sponsored by Smart One.
the Sharpie? Nice. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Early Ass Podcast.
Early
The
as
Word
in
on the
2
Street
days
podcast.
early.
2 days early for real.
Yeah.
Today's Friday. Usually we're shooting this on Sundays, but today's Friday.
Gooba is immobilized.
Gooba is immobile. He is currently handicapped.
My spaceship got crashed.
I get a little patient. Who's that? He got the keys to my spaceship.
But hey, it's okay. I took the train here today.
Yeah. That's like what I love about Gooba though, is that welcome back to episode 47.
Hello.
What I love about Gooba is that he just is not gonna let anything get in his way. He is gonna, just keep hustling. Gooba's dedicated to this podcast shit. For those of you that don't know, Gooba's the editor and also the co-host and also the uploader and also the
Nah, we do it together. I don't do all of it.
Gooba does everything. I'm just here.
No.
I'm just some guy.
But yeah, I mean, one thing that I want to live by is like you do whatever it takes for the shit that you love or you believe in type shit. So it's like you told me, you know what, we should do it Friday. And well, the first Saturday, and I was like, yeah, whatever works. And you're like Friday, and then obviously all week we were like, how are you gonna get here? And then you joking were like, you're gonna have to take the train and start skateboarding, bud, or some shit. And then I was like, yeah, but no joke, I was like, I'll take the train. Like,
well, there's one thing for sure and two things for certain is that you definitely are gonna get to work no matter what, you know?
all the pussy, yeah.
Yeah, that too, bro. There's pussy out there. It's fucking Halloween. It's coming up on Halloween.
Bro, my favorite
Halloween
type of
is
fucking,
next week.
My favorite type of pussy.
Halloween is this next week.
No, it's not.
So, yeah.
I think it's a week after.
No.
Oh, all right.
Because today is the 1 week. Let's see.
The Halloween sluts, though, are my favorite. We're
Yeah.
gonna start off this episode.
So, look, we got this week is Friday.
Okay.
Then the next week, which is the episode that's dropping.
Yeah.
46.
Oh, yeah, it is a week after.
It's 11. And then the one that's dropping this week is the 18th. It's 2 weeks.
No. Okay.
Yeah, but still. Halloween is in 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
So, hey, that's even more time. If there's any bad bitches out there that are trying to give up that spooky pussy, hit up Gooba.
Hit up Hoodlum. Y'all heard him last episode
Hit up
talking
Gooba.
about, I was like, yo, do you like Halloween? You into Halloween? And then he goes, one thing I like is spooky sex.
Yo, we're not talking about all that. If you were here last episode, we talked about it.
Yeah.
You know? But just know if you are trying to give up that spooky pussy or if you're Parison, hit up Google, please.
Yo.
This joke will never die.
It's never
This Parison joke is never going to die. It's
gotta
you
get him
set
on the
yourself
pod.
up. We do. That's funny. We need to get Parison, Keys, and
Blasi.
Bear.
Bear Grylls?
Yeah, Bear.
Bear Clarkson?
Yeah. What's the other guy's name?
What?
The
Blasi.
guy? Blasi? Yeah, okay, so we can talk
Oh, you mean Moose?
Yeah. That was Bear.
Oh, okay. Cut that out. I'm always like, cut that out. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm knowing this guy. All right. Back to business.
That's funny. Freaking Moose. Sorry, Moose. I thought your name was Bear, but that is Mr. Clarkson. You're right.
Yeah.
So we didn't have an episode of the podcast 2 weeks ago because was at PuffCon, but we did drop a PuffCon vlog. I do want to apologize that it wasn't as long as I hyped it up to be.
That was pretty hype.
It was just, for one, it just was a long ass line. Let me tell you, but I got there like 2. We didn't end up getting into PuffCon until like 4:30.
Yeah.
Maybe 5, bro. Which is insane. 2.5 hours.
Was the wait this long last time?
No. Last time the wait was like 30 minutes to an hour long.
Okay.
So that's what I was expecting again. Fuck no, bro. I don't know how many people were in that line. But dude, I swear the beginning of the line, like where you were checking in, and the end of the line where people started lining up at, I swear they had to have touched at one point. So bro, we were in the event for fucking like an hour or 2. And there was still a line outside, bro.
Yep.
So like, holy shit, dude, it's insane. The line was crazy, but that's not what it's all about, you know? I mean, other than the long ass line, it was a good event. But I kind of did feel very burnt afterwards. So I just like as soon as I walked in, I just kind of focused on giving away some rolling trays and all
Networking.
that stuff. Um,
Getting insanely
because holy
baked.
fuck, bro, that no, I didn't smoke at all. That line was so fucking long, bro. That shit was crazy.
You weren't even tempted a
But
little bit?
no, not really, to be honest. Like, I guess it's nice, like, not smoking. Just like, it keeps me very clear minded and it just keeps me, like, in a good spot. And, like, I feel like that's why I was able to network as much as I did because, like, I was just very, like,
You had no
I,
motivation?
yeah, no, I was, like, the only sober one there, I want to say, Like, maybe there was a few
I
other
wonder what the real stats are on that are though.
of the
Like people
sober,
that didn't, yeah, that were sober.
Well, definitely I was one of them. So if you guys wanna, keep score, put me up on the sober list. I was definitely one of the sober people there.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, it was cool. I mean, it was cool being around all the potheads. I don't smoke
Hash
weed, so
heads.
sorry, hash heads. I don't smoke weed, so that was cool though. Like it was a vibe.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, there's a lot of really big J's and a lot of dabs and a lot of class, and everyone was like asking me, "Can I fill your puff cone?" I was like, "I don't have one, but
How'd you
like,
get in there?
I was the plus one, like, so your homie, like, if you go with someone that has one,
Oh, that
you can
makes
just
sense.
buy the plus one ticket, and then they'll let you get in.
Oh,
So
I didn't
that's
know
how
that
I,
existed.
yeah, they have the plus one ticket on the website. So now you guys know if you don't smoke, you don't have a puff coat, you know, pull up with Google next time.
Hey, what was your most memorable
Moment.
moment?
Should we just break down the whole LA trip or only PuffCon?
Well, that's
Cause
just
we,
from PubCon.
cause we did get to meet Neckface,
Oh yeah, you did mean that
and
face.
we did get to meet some dude that has a song with,
Chief Keef.
yeah.
Yeah, that is cool.
So that was cool. That was on Friday, and then on Saturday, get to PuffCon, walk in finally, and then I see like the owner, like the co-owner of Puffco. Her name is Chelsea Puffco.
Is she bad?
Um, why is that the first thing you ask? She's a cool lady. She made us some grilled
Sorry,
cheeses at the
it
end.
was a joke.
They ran out of the hash they were selling, so they started making grilled cheeses. And I bought that because I don't smoke, but I eat. So,
Nice.
you
That's a
know,
good ultimatum. No more hash.
but grilled cheese,
Some grilled
they were really
cheeses.
good. It was $5, kind of taxed, but it was really good grilled
Hey,
cheese.
a
Let me
secret
tell you,
ingredient in that.
they put the little frosties in there. But yeah, I think my favorite part of it was just being around the community, and then just being able to like see all the people. Like I remember at one point we were on the concert and I just turned around just to turn around. And I'm like, Dope is Yola? Like he was just right there standing and he just laughed like he smiled so big and just laughed, and then like that he got recognized, and like, like I was like, oh my god, like, and then I was like talking to someone, he's like, it's okay, just finish what you're doing. I'm gonna chill here, don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Like, cool ass dude. I gave him a rolling tray, super nice. What is this? I was my brand. Wow, keep it up. Like this is great. Like awesome. Like, can I get a photo? Of course. Smiles really big. Like just like really nice dude, bro. It was like it was awesome. Like it was cool to just see all the people, and like especially all the people that like I guess like you been seeing on like YouTube, or you like look up to, like the Flyboy Zombies. Like, bro, I have their fucking action
Did you
figures
get the
right there.
card sign?
Yeah, I got two out of the three, but I didn't get to see Meech. So I got
No.
to see Meech, but just not to meet him and like talk to him.
Yeah.
But oh well, next time I got one left. But
He's
yeah,
like, I gotta
just
avoid that kid that thought I was braiding my hair.
yeah, for real, gotta go away. But it was cool. Saw Blasey again. I got to talk to him. Gave him a coloring book. It seemed like he really fucked with it, and like the idea, it just kind of seemed like he approved, which is cool. Like, especially for someone so big in the game to like give you that nod of approval, like that just kind of felt like, like felt good. Um, Talked to him about getting him on the podcast because I told him about how we always say like at 100 subscribers we're gonna get him on. And he's like, yeah, get to 100, we'll do it. We'll fucking, so y'all heard it here first, motherfuckers. Please subscribe, bro. We're 17 subscribers away.
Yeah, log that shit in.
Subscribe, bro. 17 subscribers. You guys get a Blasey interview. We're gonna go crazy for that. Me and Google will damn near fly to fucking LA for that interview and fly right back the same day, bro.
Yeah.
Like we will do that interview, bro, at all costs. I asked him if we can just do a small interview right then and there, and he said, nope. we're gonna get to the 100 and we'll do the full interview.
Y'all heard, so
So
please.
I'm not even lying. I put that on my mom's that ass happened. Like all the other times we told you guys that he talked too much, that was a lie. This time, no, I'm being so for real.
This
Like
is the real deal.
this is some real shit. Like we really are locking this shit in for you guys.
Yeah.
Like we're fucking 83 subscribers, bro, and doing shit like a Blasey interview, bro. Like that. That's shit. There are channels with millions of subscribers that don't even have shit like that, you know?
I just want to say shout out to the viewers. The views been going kind of crazy on all the videos.
Y'all been going crazy. I feel like all the shit we've been talking about, y'all not like liking and showing love. I think that worked because yeah, people definitely are showing hella love. I don't know, we're just blowing up out here, like.
All right.
Like next thing you know, so sell a couple more T-shirts. We might own the house that's over in the corner over there.
Hey, fuck it.
But
then I won't have to drive all the way out here.
Yeah, for real. Shut up, fool. We could have done that already, and you're like, I don't want to move out here. It's too far from me. I want to stay in the valley.
All right.
You know what I was thinking too, though? If you would have came to PuffCon, you would have been fine.
Oh my god.
You would have saved money if you think about it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Think about it, Gango.
I mean, I haven't lost any money.
You would have saved more money.
I haven't lost any money yet.
Just a car.
I just lost the whole car.
Oh my god.
Anyways, so you met Blasey, locked that in. Then you interviewed Little House Phone.
And man, I was carrying this brown bag on me all day, right? Just had a bunch of stuff in there.
Oh, okay.
Just just about like it was expensive. Like I want to say the amount of stuff that was in this bag was worth up to like the $600 price point, right? Like this bag was an expensive bag.
Some expensive sneakers you got there.
And I set down the bag. I had the mics, I had the camera. I had a lot of shit on me, bro.
Clearly, you weren't just thinking
straight, I was. It's because like I was just excited. I had just got the Little House Phone interview. I was like making sure that the mics worked, like all that shit. Like it was like I was excited.
Some may say under the influence of adrenaline.
Adrenaline, yeah, it was adrenaline. So what?
No, continue.
Adrenaline.
Yeah, adrenaline.
So I fucking had the bag. I set it down on the table and I started taking all the shit out of it, like rolling trays and all that, and start fixing it, right? Fix it all up, get it all nice and pretty, and then we skedaddle, we get out of there. We go to we go wait in the line that the homie wanted to wait in. We're just waiting in there, and then I look at the time while we're waiting in the line, and it said like Flatbush Zombies was going on from like 6:40 to like 7 or something like that, and it was like 6:43, and I was like, oh fuck, bro, Flatbush Zombies is on right now. And then the homie was like, oh, go, so I go to the Flatbush Zombies set, and then I'm in the set and I just meet some dude, just seem cool dude. We're talking, blah 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 blah. Oh, what merch have you bought? What have you gotten? All this other shit, He's kind of showing me the shit he's gone, And then he asked me what I've gone. I was like, oh, I haven't picked up anything crazy, but I've gone a few things. Like, show me. So I'm like, okay. So I like look for the bag, and I'm like, huh? And then I look at my little side bag, which is not gonna be in there, but I look in there, I'm like, huh? And it's not anywhere to be found, bro. This bag, this expensive ass bag. So, and this was like an hour, almost an hour and a half later, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck? So then I'm leaving, bro. I start running through this concert. You think about how we're in the front of this concert. Think about how hard it is. Everyone has fucking glass in their hands and shit, bro. Like, And I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna get right by you. I'm gonna get right by you. I'm gonna get right by you. It's everyone. I'm just boom, 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 boom. And I finally run through the concert, and then you have to go through the food trucks to get into the concert. And think about these long ass lines for the food trucks, bro. Like, get the fuck out of the way, I'm like running through. And as soon as I'm getting out the food truck area, like, cause it was like a fenced off little food truck area, Ricardo's right there. And he's like, biggest smile on his face, like, just came back with whatever he bought, like, so excited. And I look at him, I'm like, bro, I lost my bag. Like, just like, he's like, what do you mean? And I was like, bro, I think I left it at the Nothing Personal booth, bro. I need to go get it. He's like, oh, let's go. And I start running. Remember I told you my shorts were too small? They're too tight on my legs.
Like,
bro, I'm like fucking running, bro.
Waddling.
I'm fucking running through this crowd of people and shit. I'm like, excuse me. And everyone's being super cool. Like, oh, you're good, bro. You're good. Like, I'm just like, boom. And I get through these like security guards. and get like to the VIP entrance, right?
Yeah.
And then the security guard's like chasing me, like, hey, 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 and I'm like turning, I'm like, what? And then he's like, can't go through here, this VIP. And I'm like, bro, I just gotta grab something upstairs. I left my bag up there, like blah blah blah. Okay, but you can't go through here. There's VIP. You have to go around. I was like, bro, I'm literally just have to go upstairs. The stairs are right here. Like, just let me go up the stairs and we're done. You know, we're done with this conversation. If I let you go, I have to let everyone go. I'm like, you motherfucker. So I'm not gonna create a ruckus. I'm not gonna get kicked out. I just leave the building. I go all the way around like a block, bro. Like
Yeah.
damn near a block to get like,
Into the
and I
building.
finally get into the fucking building, go into the like upstairs, and my bag is like right on the table, right where I left it, like a golden like in a
It's just
video
like
game.
glowing.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
video game when it's like, oh, like pick up the item and like bring it back to Cheryl or whatever. I fucking found the item, bro. It's like, oh my god, I get there and I'm like, thank God. And there's like these Mexican guys, like one sitting here with a proxy, and then another guy sitting across with a peak. And they're like sitting there, like, smoking. And then I was like, oh, perdón, like this is my bag, and they're like, oh, no, no, está bien, we've been here the whole time, like no one's touched it, don't even worry. And I look in there and everything is exactly how I left it. I'm like, holy fuck, dude. But that was like, bro, and you can see in the vlog, some other guy lost something in the vlog, and he's like, oh, I found it, it's right here, my flash drive, and like some mushrooms or something. And like, bro, it was like that's how chill the vibes were, that like no one was taking shit that wasn't theirs.
Well, the stoners, yeah, they're nice people. Good
Yeah.
community.
Well, you potheads, I fuck with you guys. That's cool.
You pothead.
If I ever smoked weed, I sure hope I end up like you guys and not fucking.
Alright, fine.
Yeah.
And then that was that.
So yeah, that was PuffCon, and just got to meet a lot of cool people. Like I feel like I went there for mainly, like enjoying myself and stuff, but mainly networking. Because last year I realized that like PuffCon is a networking event, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone is walking around. Everyone is on the same page.
The
Everyone,
streamers, all this type of
yeah,
shit.
everyone is high. So it's just like you pull up, and you can see. I can send you the clip, a Groovy Mac clip.
Oh yeah.
Let's watch it.
Yep. Oh my god, bro, this is sick, bro. Thank you so much.
Anything else, bro? Let me know. I got a brand new. How you doing?
Hell yeah, bro. Hit me up. I got you. Yeah, this is dope.
And as you guys can see, it was just that easy. People are walking around. You pull up. You give them something,
Yeah.
and then you keep it moving.
Well, I mean, even I think Jolly Roger had dropped a video where it was like, if you're not coming to network or some shit, and he was like,
You know Ted from Alien Labs?
no.
No, the owner of Alien Labs. You know Alien Labs?
Yeah, I know the brand, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
He was right there on like the other side of the fence when we were waiting in line. Gave him a rolling tray. This is sick. Like, it's like I feel like when you have cool shit,
People are gonna fuck with it.
yeah, and it's like what I was telling Ricardo is that like I'm not pulling up like, hey bro, here's a t-shirt. Like no one wants a fucking t-shirt, bro.
Everyone's got a t-shirt.
Unfortunately, to tell you guys, no one wants a t-shirt. No one wants your hoodie. Damn near no one wants any of your clothing items.
Yeah,
all of
at
those
this
people
point, unless you have like a
already,
cool pair of pants or some shit, underwear.
all those people already have all that.
Yeah.
Unless they're physically or like personally asking you for it, and then maybe don't just give it, like just sell it, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Save the.
And the thing is, too, those people always rock their own merch and shit. So like the Alien Labs guy probably had an Alien Labs t-shirt or some shit. Like they're always rocking their brand.
But a rolling tray is something completely different. That is like, and they're gonna use it. Like they're all potheads, so it's not like they're gonna just throw it away or something,
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just like when you have cool shit, I think it's easier for you to get in those rooms. And like shit, people were asking me like, did you get backstage passes? And I'm like, I just know how to network, bro. It's like,
and it's also like
not weird.
Yeah.
I'm not, like I'm just there. You want this, you don't. I don't care. Either way, like.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 they take it if it's hard.
Yeah.
And everything I took was hard. Even Neckface, I was scared to go up to Neckface.
Cock was hard.
And I was braked up, ready to go.
But yeah, that's
shout out to Shotty that was in line, yo. You're watching this shit, Shotty. What's up, yo?
Yeah, that's you're not like very. For one, you're not pushy, and like that's honestly the best advice ever. Is like, don't be scared. Like if you're like you're confident enough that your shit's fire, like go and like give it to someone. Like you always give people the option to like, you don't have to take it if you don't want it. Like, and so that's
what I told Neckface, and he's like, I want all of them. And I was like, oh my god! Like I was like, I got some stuff for you if you want it. And he's like, yeah, what you got? Pulled out a little hoodlum homie, and he's like, oh, that's sick. Like hold it, gave it back to me. And then I was like, oh, okay, maybe he doesn't want it, And then I was like, and then I got this coloring book. I know that you're like an artist, It's like, And then he like looks like, oh, cool, like gives it back to me too, basically, I was like, and I got this rolling tray, And then I kind of like, I was like, you can take any of them or none of them if you don't want any. He's like, oh, these are all for me. I want all of them, and like takes all of them, and it's like, that was hard, you know? Like that's just like I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, real recognize real, you know,
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
like I
It's
said, I pull up to Blasey and like the guy that's making the most crazy creative things,
yeah.
being able to say, "Whoa, you went crazy on this
It's
one."
just fire.
It's like, whoa, like you know?
Yeah, and that's when it gets weird too. If you're like pushy, like when you're like push, come on, just take it, bro. Like like just for the clout type shit. Like they're not gonna want to fuck with you after that either. Like you can't just be pushing on to these people. And if your shit's on fire, they're not gonna want it. Like, yeah, and I think if you have a T-shirt, like that's the hardest giveaway because that's something you can give away to some stranger that's just a regular person. Where
Someone
you're
pulls
like,
up to your booth, you know?
yeah, like oh, you just follow me
Here,
and I'll give you this
yeah,
T-shirt.
yeah,
Like,
bro. Wear it, please, and
yeah,
tag me or something. You can
yeah.
have it, you know?
Yeah, but no, I think that's good. And yeah, like you said, you're not weird, and so like getting into these rooms and circles is so easy, especially when like for one you are that guy, you could say, like you're him. So it's easier for you to be like, oh, I'm just gonna walk in here. People aren't gonna bat an eye at you and be like, yo, you're not supposed to be in here. Like, no, you give off the vibes like, oh, he's in the right spot, like. So and that's the other thing too. Where were we? Where you're like, oh, should we just go? I don't know, but it's like if you also are nervous.
The AFM event.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
didn't
If you
want to
like,
walk in, and I was like, "Why are you scared, bro?
yeah,
Everyone knows us in that room.
yeah.
Everyone knows our name. Everyone."
And then so yeah, if you're like nervous about shit or like that, then people are gonna question it like, oh, what are these guys doing in here? But if you just act like you're supposed to be there the whole fucking time,
And I'm not
then
gonna lie, like first time I met Blasey, I was nervous.
yeah,
Second time I met him, I was like, eh. Third time I met him, I was like, oh, what's up, Blasey, my boy? How you doing? The
yeah,
fourth time, I'm like, we're chopping it up. Like if I know him, like straight up asked him like, how does it feel to not be sipping lean anymore? You know, like shit, like personal questions, like that you're only gonna know if you like watch the podcast type shit. But it's
yeah,
like you know, like a personal question, and he's like, shit, the same. Like I hope I wouldn't feel any different. You know, like I hope I wouldn't. Like
yeah,
so it was cool, bro. It was cool, like to just and like little house phone asked for my number, bro. Like you know, like I'm helping him on some projects that he's
fire,
working on in the future and shit. So it just like I told you, real recognize real, and I feel like you walk in with 2 rooms with cool shit,
yeah,
not just some bullshit, a little fucking vinyl press T-shirt. You know, like
yeah. I think
you're
honestly, the don't walk anywhere with the T-shirt
yeah.
expecting to gain anything from it. Like I said, T-shirt is probably like the most like do not bring like to give out and shit because nobody wants a T-shirt at this point. Like there's too many T-shirt brands out
If
here
you really
already.
like wanted a T-shirt, you're gonna buy it.
Yeah,
You know,
type shit. Yeah,
like if you really wanted a T-shirt, you're just gonna buy it. You're not like
I think the best example was at the last Utah sneaker convention with those girls that saw the soaking T-shirt, and like they laughed at it at first, and then she was like, you know what, I actually do want this, and she got like the last size or whatever. So it's
mm,
like, yeah, people the shirts is like let the shirts sell themselves, but if you have other dope ass shit, give some stuff to the right people because they're gonna fuck with the dope shit, fucking accessories, appliances, any type of thing and then like pants is like I said, certain clothes items, hats are alright, pants are alright, like but I think accessories right now is what's killing it. Especially just seeing from your perspective, like it is hard to make these accessories, it's a big risk. But at the end of the day, it's like this is what people want because it's not just your regular t shirt or fucking a hoodie type shit. Like
I don't know if we talked about it already on the podcast, but like I was talking to Ricardo about this, and like it is a big risk, right? Because like a T-shirt easier to sell.
yeah,
Everyone knows what a T-shirt fits like or what they want it to fit like, or as long as you have a cool graphic on it, it's gonna sell, right?
yeah.
Hoodie, same thing. Like people, I posted the hoodies, and people are, "Whoa, I need that," and it's like that's of course you're gonna sell that stuff easy,
Yeah,
right?
it sells itself, yeah.
But when you're like taking the risk to make these harder products, like the plushies or the fucking rolling trays or whatever, you want to make a grinder, you want to make whatever you want to make, right?
Yeah.
Um, I feel like a lot of the times like people don't realize that kind of costs you the same amount of money,
At the end of the day it does.
you know?
And
Like you can make T-shirts, a batch of T-shirts, and it's gonna cost you this much, but you can make the plushies and they're gonna cost you the same amount, right? But the plushies are gonna take you further, cause like one, you're gonna make like 50 plushies instead of 20 T-shirts or 30 T-shirts, right?
yeah.
And it's gonna set your brand apart. Maybe they're not gonna sell as easy because realistically, who needs a plushie keychain? Not that many people, but it sets your brand apart in a good way.
Hmm.
And then everyone now knows me as the accessory dude or the dude that made the plushie or the dude that made the mops or it's like no
Well,
one ever says that's the t-shirt dude unless they're talking about the soaking tee.
yeah,
You
and
know?
that's the other thing too. Like you said, you separated yourself from that. Where it's like, dude, he's got all this cool ass clothes, but also he's got all this cool ass fucking accessories. And it's honestly the best thing because it's like you said, you obviously you're not trying to box yourself in anything. So now it's just your limits are boundless. Like there is no limit to your shit. And it's also like how you said, like not just any person's gonna buy a keychain plushie, but we talked about this last time. It's like who are you marketing to? Like
Yeah,
if you're just trying to market your keychain plushie to people that don't even know about accessorizing your outfit or some shit like that, then you're never gonna fucking sell them. And obviously, you're not just trying to sell to like the streetwear culture shit like that, but if you're really into the brand shit and all that, you're gonna market specifically to these people, and then the outsiders are gonna be like, "Oh, I see this shit's popping elsewhere. I'm gonna come and try it." And that's where trends start, is because people just want to follow what's going on. So I think yeah, if you're with the plushies, it's gonna seem like a harder sell. But you're gonna realize all these people like at an event, you're gonna be like, oh, all these people with the sick ass fits that had like these cool belts, isn't that they were the ones purchasing it? When a regular person that's not into like fashion scene is gonna come look at it and be like, oh, that's cool. What is this for? And you're like, oh, you can use it to accessorize this and that. And they might not understand that, but at the end of the day, you can put it on your backpack, on your keychain, fucking anywhere, and it's still a valuable item. So I think yeah, honestly, knowing your market always. And so you also have made that where your market's not limited to just fucking clothing. Now your people that buy from you are like, I don't even know what to expect. Like it might be a fucking
drop a
plushie, it
fucking
might be
dildo damn near.
damn fucking near,
You know what I
bro.
mean?
Yeah,
Like,
like, and it would probably sell because I mean, how many brands probably have marketed off that, like as a joke type shit, and people are gonna buy that shit regardless because it's like I fuck with the brand, like I get the joke. So I think yeah, it's just all about marketing and doing the shit that you fuck with. I mean, you do everything you do you like, and like you said, it's all about the risk at the end of the day. Where if you want to either make sure it's play safe or fucking take this big ass risk, I'd say take the risk because at the end of the day, you might make more on the fucking risk than on the safe side. And obviously, it's not always about the money, but then you have more to reinvest. Now you know how broad your market is because you're like, oh, people were actually fucking with the plushies than just the t-shirts. Because you didn't know people were gonna buy your plushies until you made the fucking plushies.
I remember my sister one time told me, because I was buying a lot of the plushies like before I even had a couch and shit, and she was like, "Why don't you like?"
Sleeping on the floor with all the
Yeah, no,
plushies.
they're just all scattered around my room,
Yeah.
And she's like, "Why don't you I was sleeping on cardboard, just my plushies."
Yeah.
um, but she was just like, "Why don't you make your own doll? Why don't you make your own character?" And I was like, I'm not there yet. I remember I told her, I was like, "Who the fuck wants to buy my character? No one knows who I am. No one knows, like." But then I built it up. Like I made the stickers, and I like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you do got to build it up, and then like you do got to take the risk. And a lot of the times, I think about the stuff I buy. Like I remember I wanted to buy a Stussy belt, and I was like, why am I gonna spend $90 on this Stussy belt when I can probably spend like 1,000 and make 50, and then make back 7,000? You know what I mean? Type
Yeah.
shit. Like it's like, well, that kind of makes a little bit more sense in my head, and it's like, yeah, it doesn't make sense for the person watching. The person watching right now is like, wait, how the fuck did you go from I'm about to spend 90 on a belt, but then you spend 1,000? You know what I mean? Like that doesn't correlate,
Yeah.
but it does because it's like I can spend 90 on a belt, or I can sell my belts for 90.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As long as it's the same quality and it fucking damn near looks the same type
It
shit,
competes, you know? Yeah.
then bro, who's to say my shit's not worth 90?
Yeah.
So
That's
that's the way you gotta look at it,
yeah. Yeah,
The
you
shit
see,
that you're buying, just make it. Instead of buying the fucking off white shoes, make the off white shoes.
make your own shoe.
Fucking on some JSM shit. Like it just like
I was gonna say Imran Potato,
Oh,
but
both people.
both
Like
of them.
it's like if you fucking if you're buying that shit, that's the shit that you just make it, bro. It's cheaper to make probably like something like I heard Blasey say one day, like for fucking $200 you can make a shoe or you can make your own sample of this or that. It's like you might as well do that instead of like make your own cool ass bag instead of fucking buying the one that's on the market.
No, for sure. And then that's the other thing. Like that's probably like some good advice too. Is if you're running a brand, like it's cool to support all these other like mainstream streetwear brands, but it's put your own shit on. The same way you fuck with this. Think we say this all the time too. Is like same way like fuck with these other brands. You need to fuck with your own brand and rock that shit. So it's like yeah, you wanted the stussy, but you're like, bro, honestly, I love my brand. Like and just long run investment, and it makes all the sense to be like, yeah, obviously the $90 to 1,000 to anyone watching is gonna be like, what the fuck, but like you said, that shit can become 9K, and then you'll have one of your own belts, and then fucking 50 other 49 other people are gonna have that belt. So I think long term that's the best way to look at it. Obviously, you just got to be like, all right, for now, I'm not gonna be buying the fucking Supreme, the fucking Bape, all that shit because it's like, all right, I gotta really lock it in, and I mean, it makes all the sense, especially as someone that's dedicated and serious like you are, like you're out here, like I'm gonna put my shit on instead of fucking.
And then I feel like a lot of people are hearing us right now and being like, okay, well, that's easy for you to say, Mr.
No,
Hoodlum. All
it's
right, you
not.
fucking easy for you to say that you don't make t-shirts, but where the fuck do I start? You know, like how do I start making the plushies? Where do I make a belt? You know, and that's where like you fucking use Google. For
YouTube,
first of
Google.
all, use Google. You know, second of all, like don't fucking ask me because what do you want me to do? You know, like
Yeah,
we've given you almost damn near 50 episodes of game. Go watch that shit if you're gonna ask me. Start
yeah,
episode 1 and go to episode 49, like where we're at right now, you know?
yeah.
And it's like, but like, bro, just do it. Like, do you think there's someone holding my fucking hand? I'm gonna look at the dude, there's someone holding my
I
fucking
was like, that
hand
ain't
right
on
now.
me.
All right, do you think there's someone telling me where to get skateboards made or where to get plushies made or where to get no, motherfucker, there's not. But you gotta go find it yourself. It's not on the first page of Google, it's not on the second page of Google. Gotta go fucking find that shit and go
Seven
fucking do it.
pages deep.
Cause like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like if you really want it, you're gonna do it. And don't stop at like, oh, that's too hard. Don't like think like that's too hard. I can't do that. Yeah, you fucking can. None of this shit is too hard.
You set your own
You
limits
know,
type
like if
shit.
you think
You're
it's too hard, then there you go, bro. You stop there. That's you're the quitter. You know, my parents ain't never raised a quitter, bro. So when I say
he
I want
swallows.
something, bro, I fucking got that bitch, bro. When I say I want something, I fucking get that shit. And like I'm not gonna let anything or anyone or anything stand in fucking in between me and that, you know?
Yeah, and no, and it's true. And nowadays, it's so easy. Like, especially for all the people on TikTok. Like, all you can type in manufacturing on TikTok. Manufacturers have fucking TikTok now. Like,
Type in .mfg on Instagram.
yeah, and then now
Just
there's
literally just like you type in .std for whatever the fucking to
sexually
get
transmitted
yeah,
diseases.
just like you type .std to get fucking
Designers, graphic designers,
designers.
and shit. Yeah.
Top type .mfg on Instagram, and all of these manufacturers are gonna come.
And now we have accounts, shout out like Superline, who are the people going there
Literally doing the
in
work for
person.
you.
Yeah, they're setting it up. They put in the WhatsApp number. They put the website on there for you. If you're not
But the
doing,
thing that people are like, I don't have WhatsApp. Then fucking download it, bitch.
yeah, it's
What the
free.
fuck?
It's fucking
Like that's what
free.
people are. But I don't have Signal, fucking Messenger. Well, download it, motherfucker. Go on the App Store, look up Signal Messenger, download that bitch, and fucking like, what else do you need? Like, if you're stopping at, but I don't have a WhatsApp, then you don't shouldn't be making clothes, bro.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah. Don't
if you're
limit
letting
yourself.
that stop you, then like, yeah, don't make clothes, bro. Don't fucking like honestly, because
It's
there's
that
gonna be so
simple.
many more roadblocks that if that's stopping you, that you don't have a WhatsApp, bro. Holy fuck! I can just imagine what you're gonna be complaining about if you were me waiting 6 months
Your plushies
for $1,000 worth of plushies that you're making $0 on, and it's been
sitting
six
on.
months, and you're just like, and then when you fucking need coloring books, and then they're stuck at customs, and you're like, I'm about to go on a trip in 2 days, and I kind of need
Like, I
these,
hope they make
you
it in time.
know, and like, fuck, if I didn't have that coloring book, what am I gonna get, Blasey?
Yeah,
Fucking.
dog shit.
Fucking handshake. Here you go, bro. How you doing, buddy?
I
Nice
miss
to
you,
see
bro.
you. What the fuck am I gonna give him, bro? You know, like it's like
Yeah,
there's so many roadblocks, bro, in this fucking game that like if you're stopping at, "Hmm, but I don't have a WhatsApp, then yeah, bro, you're not making it. Sorry, gang. You
yeah.
know?
There's a different. There's dreamers, and then there's people that act on shit. Like, you got to be that person that acts on those dreams. You can't just stay stuck in the dream realm and be like, "But it's so hard." Yeah, like if you stop there, then don't ever start. Because I mean, it's gonna be difficult, but you want to choose your battles. So I mean, if that's too hard of a battle for you, then yeah, definitely move on. But nah, definitely, it's not hard at all. It's easy. Yeah, and if your ifs and buts is like, I don't have WhatsApp. Yeah, just stop.
Yeah, I mean, like there are a lot of like people that like ask me questions that I feel like are a common sense
Yeah,
question, and I don't know if they're asking me because like sometimes I feel like I'm so hard on myself that I don't realize that people like look up to me in a way. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like, and I don't want to like toot my own horn or anything like that.
yeah.
But there has been people in the recent times that have been like, no, bro, like you're really an inspiration for like the shit that I do. And I'm like,
Me 2 days ago.
me, like what the fuck, you know, like you know. So I feel like I'm so hard on myself, and I'm like, oh, this shit's not going anywhere, you know.
Yeah,
But there are people out there that are like look up to me to like, oh, you want to be a good brand, you got to do what they're doing, and then I'm just over here like fuck, what am I doing wrong? You know, like, you know. So I feel like that's something where I gotta stop being so hard on myself, you know, and I gotta
No,
just
for
like,
sure.
um, just understand that like I'm doing a good job, and I mean everything takes time and everything. You can't rush the process, and I feel like a lot of the times I feel frustrated, like
Yeah,
fuck, like why am I not seeing the results, or like
yeah.
the way I look at it is like imagine going to the gym for the time you've been going to the gym, but still looking like your day one photo.
Me as well.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
no,
me
like I'm
too.
being so dead ass.
No,
Like
me too.
no, like so it just like that's how I looked at it, bro. It was
No,
like
yeah.
imagine going to the gym and just not seeing any results. Like you know
And that's the thing.
you're not getting any faster at running. You know you can't lift any like
Not
heavier
stronger.
weights or
Yeah.
like you know it's like that's how I literally feel. But then I realized like fuck maybe I don't see the results, but like you know
Yeah.
for the outside looking in, everyone's like damn
Oh
Hoodlum's
shit.
getting ripped. You know, and I'm over here like I'm lifting the same amount of weights. You know like
Yeah, no, but it is true. I mean, like I always say, we're our own like hardest self critic. So I think, yeah, you're always gonna bring yourself down. Like I feel like I'm not doing enough. Sometimes it is good to get that outer opinion from other people because you're like, oh, all right. But then it's also just taking a look back and like I was telling you the other day, is like looking at your small wins. I mean, you went from doing just T-shirts and shit like that to now like plushies and coloring books. Like they're literally that is your progress there is because you went from like oh all I can do is t-shirts, you know, and now it's like I can make fucking anything, like anything is possible.
yeah, but that shit like because I limited myself.
Yeah.
Because I
Go ahead.
was no 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 no. Wait, that was recording the whole time.
Yeah.
I was like hella saying bad words. Just kidding. But yeah, I feel like that's like where like I was just boxing myself in, where I was just thinking like so in like a tunnel vision of a clothing brand is just a clothing brand, you know.
Yeah.
But a clothing brand is so much more. I feel like and nowadays, I feel like back in 2016, yeah, a clothing brand was like hats, you know, and all that shit. But now it's like way more than that. Did you know that the first person to put their logo like on a hat, like well, maybe there was people before, but a widely recognized first person to do it was Stussy.
Oh no,
Yeah, Stussy realized that hats at the time, like
nobody was
everyone was
doing
making T-shirts and hoodies, and Stussy was like, "Wait, but everyone's wearing baseball caps, like, but they only have team logo.
it.
What
Yeah.
if we take a blank one and we put the Stussy logo on it?" And then everyone's like, oh, "What? Why
Million
didn't I
dollar
think of
idea.
that?" You
Yeah.
know? And it's like, bro, thinking like now you have every single brand now, every single brand, whether it be the Walmart or the everyone has a hat with
A
their logo on
baseball cap, some bullshit.
it.
Yeah.
Everyone, you know.
Yeah.
So like that's what I'm saying. Like you're like you can't think just in this tunnel vision of you know, and like Stussy started selling only skateboard or surfboards.
Yeah.
Only sell surfboards. He made one Stussy tee for an event he went to, and people were like, yeah, what's that? And then he's like, oh, this Stussy tee. Can I get one? No, I only made like 7, and my homies are getting them and me, you know. And they're like, but why can't I get one? And then everyone kept asking, can I get one? Can I get one? And he's like, no, no. And then finally he's like, okay, we'll do a pre-order. You know, write down how many you want. Thousands of Stussy shirts sold,
Yeah.
thousands. And that's like, you know, first he was boxing himself in. No, no, no. You can't buy this shirt. Buy the surfboards. You know, it has the same logo, but they don't want the surfboards.
No, what the fuck?
So that's where you kind of have to realize, like what fucking Superline was selling. You sell with emotion. You
Yeah.
don't ever, you know what I mean? Like that's what people, the emotion that they're bringing is towards that. Give them that shit, bro, and make yourself millions.
Yeah.
You know, like you can always make the surfboards later, but you got that. If you got those people buying right now, give them that shit as much as you can.
Yeah, I think even from just like from seeing, I guess studying, you could say, but like looking from everybody and everything, like even especially you also, is and just like what we were talking with Tay that one last time too is you. I feel like nowadays you have to because even at the beginning I was like, oh, I want to make a clothing brand, but as people that are just creatives in general, you can't box yourself in and be like just clothing because there's so many ways to express everything. That yeah, now it's just more like my brand is Hoodlum. Like obviously it's like Hoodlum clothing or whatever, but your brand to you is just Hoodlum. It's not Hoodlum clothing. It's Hoodlum. You know, so Hoodlum varies from accessories to clothing. So it's like whatever you're gonna get at the moment is just what I think is gonna do good. And so I think, yeah, looking at it from that perspective, where it's like it's just a brand. This brand does all types of things, not just fucking clothing and t-shirts. Because yeah, people get tired. Oh shit, it's another t-shirt. They're not gonna fuck with your brand anymore if it's the same logo or same shit every fucking time. It's like fuck, how many hoodlum shirts can I have? You know, so yeah, I think it's fucking good that you're just now, especially where you're like, I can't box myself in. I just gotta fucking try it, and then we'll see what happens.
But I've also gotten to the point now where people are like, "Give me T-shirts," because you don't drop them.
Yeah.
So when I drop T-shirts, they sell out.
They sell out.
And that's how you gotta do it. You gotta.
But you create that hunger.
Yeah,
for
you
it.
create the hype. You know, because if like if I was dropping T-shirts every month, they're not gonna sell out.
Well, this kind of goes into I'll kind of just bring up one of the topics is the V loan thing, where Barry is saying like V loan is burnt out, and it's because you replicated the same logo, same design, changed like a little bit of it every time, but it was so consistent that now people are like, "Fuck, I have so many fucking V loan shirts. They all look the fucking same. They're all that fucking washed out dark black or whatever." Or I don't even know why I
Just
said it like
different
that.
color, fucking V on the back.
Yeah, and so it's like, yeah, you yourself.
Did you know
People
that the
went
V
from.
in V loan stands for Virgil?
Does it?
No.
Oh. I was like, no, I didn't, but does it? You never know. Fucking, but yeah, and so it's you burnt out. People went from fuck, I need that V-Lone shirt to like, oh, another fucking rapper collab with V-Lone or this and
Like
that.
next.
Yeah, and so you got to keep the hunger for it. If you're just doing t-shirts, yeah, people are tired of t-shirt brands. Where you, like you said, I mean, you and me have talked about it, and it's like, yeah, you drop, if anything, one shirt per year because that's what's been working for you, and that's how you get the t-shirts to sell out. At the same time, you have to have a game plan in a way where it's like, I can't just constantly be dropping hoodies and t-shirts because how many hoodies are people gonna need? You know, how many t-shirts do people actually need? It's good that you do like one per year because it's like, oh, at least once a year someone needs to buy a new t-shirt or something, needs to buy a new hoodie, needs to buy a new hat, you know. So I think it's like you have to create that hunger, especially once you've already created the value within your brand where people are like, oh, I fuck with this brand heavy. Now it's like, all right, I need a new hat. Let's see if Hoodlum's got a fucking hat for me. Let's see if he's got a new plushie. Like, oh, this fucking, I've been using this keychain forever and it's all fucked now. Like, let's see what's up now. Like, so I think, yeah, creating the value. So that's where like creating value in your brand is more important because that's where the item is more valuable because then people see like, oh, I already love this brand. I already have a bunch of t-shirts, but now he's not even giving me t-shirts. I need to get this next t-shirt or I need to get these fucking pants because yeah, I mean, how
Motherfuckers were asking me when are you gonna restock the BYU tees? I was like April.
are you
You're
gonna
not
redraw?
getting.
Oh yeah.
You're not getting them till April. You
Yeah,
know.
and that's the thing too. It's like you created such a banger of a hit there too, where it's like it started off as a joke. You literally made them for April Fools, and you're like, I don't even think these are gonna sell. I was like, bro, these are gonna go crazy. And then you ended up doing your second drop, went crazy. I mean, shout out Thrift Hood, fucking even put you on in their fucking fall drop
Yeah,
or some
and
shit.
some motherfucker resold it.
Yeah, and I mean,
Some
even
motherfuckers were reselling it. It's crazy.
oh yeah, Facebook on Facebook Marketplace,
Dude,
like
they made more off those tees than I did. Those fuckers. That's insane. Even if they bought it from Thriftwood for what they paid for it,
yeah, and
they made
that's
more profit off that shirt than I made. And I made the shirt. You know
yeah.
what I mean? It's just fucking insane to me. Like, what the fuck?
And that's the other thing too. It's like the value in the way that that T-shirt holds itself. Also, is like you can't find that shirt anywhere. So it's also like imagine if you did drop every month, you re-dropped this, you restocked all your same shirts. Like people aren't gonna keep buying the same shirt, you know. So even then, with you people telling
So
people no,
this is the way I look at it. Okay, when you drop an item,
yeah,
like the hat you're wearing, let's say, right? And let's say it was a banger, everyone fucking bought it, whatever. Well, it was a banger, it actually did sell it well. So that hat drops, okay? And then fucking the GM one
oh yeah,
with the angel.
I
So
didn't even know I
then
was wearing my own.
yeah, so then everyone buys it, right? Whatever.
Yeah,
And then everyone's like, oh, restock it, restock it. So then you do restock it, right? There, let's say you drop the first time 20 hats, right? And then now you have, fucking you have 25 followers or whatever, let's say, and 20 people already bought those hats. That means the next time you're only going to sell 5,
yeah,
right? So what you have to do is like instead of redropping the same shit, just make something different,
yeah. Make a new
you
thing
know.
of a hat.
So then that way the 20 people that had already bought it before and the 5 that want the restock all can buy it.
Yeah.
So now instead of just having 5 customers, you have 25 customers again. That's the way I look at it of not restocking anything, because it's like the people that already have it can't buy it again, or they won't buy it again, and then the people that don't have it is a very small amount. But if you can also train your customers to be like, listen, motherfucker, when I'm dropping, that's when you buy it. You don't buy this shit 2 weeks later. You don't buy this shit a month later.
Yeah.
You buy this shit the day this shit comes out, the minute it comes out. You sign up for the SMS, and that's how you're getting it if you want it. If not, you're not getting this shit at all.
Yeah.
You know? and there's not a restock. I hate to be an asshole, but you're not getting a restock.
I think people need that's
and I
also
feel
where
like that's
value
how
is created too. Yeah,
that's how you train your customers. Like you said, as soon as Hoodlum drops something or posts a giveaway or something, I'm trying, because if not, then I'm not getting another chance.
Yeah.
You know, and there are plenty of times people were like, "Oh, but I wanted that shirt. Too fucking bad. You should have bought it. You should have fucking bought
Big
it."
whoop.
You know,
Yeah.
I do a whole week of promo saying they're dropping on this day. Like, clearly it wasn't not that important to you that you didn't buy it the first time.
Yeah.
So like, now if you want to BYUT, or until fucking 7 months from 8 months from now, you know, it's
and that's if you drop them type shit. Like, yeah, and that's also creating way more value too, because I like that, because you're still, what's the word? You're like including everybody, where you're like, all right, yeah, these 5 followers want this one thing, but 5 out of 25 isn't the best margin ever for me to make just 5 hats. So make the 25. And that's another good way to look at it. It's like, yeah, if you have 25 followers or fucking 25 consistent buyers, you want to make so all 25 consistent buyers constantly buy every time. You don't want to just house to 5 buyers because they wanted that shit again. Because then even when you do redrop, like I've had this where I'll be like, all right, yeah, I'll make a few more, and it's like,
even those people don't buy it.
They're not gonna buy it. The people, yeah, that said that, and it's all in the moment thing. So it's like, if you don't give it to them in the moment now, they're not gonna do it later either. It's the same thing as like, if they didn't get on the website in the moment, they're not gonna want it later. Like, it's just, I think people just want to feel included at the same time. So yeah, it's definitely train. I guess this is a good way to say it, train your customers to be like, look, it's here now and then. Get it now or don't get it ever, because I'm not gonna.
It's like it's like the when you get married, bro. The fucking priest gives you one more chance.
Oh yeah,
fucking. You know? You better fucking talk now or forever hold your peace type shit. You buy that shit now or shut the fuck up and don't ever talk about that shit sold out, because I gave you a chance.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think it's fire, like, especially with what you've been doing, like you said, the SMS, like, people that think you're gonna sit around and like redrop something just because they ask for it, they don't see the legitimacy to you. I feel like it is a disrespect in a way where it's like, bro, my brand is legitimate. I have the email set up, the SMS set up, sign up for that shit so you know. And if you're not on the website, then you're out of the loop, and that's that, because the brand is the legit brand. I'm this professional person, and if you don't take me as such and you think I'm gonna treat special people with special ways, then you're completely wrong. It's not being an asshole, but it's like I said. Lately, I've been on a value type of thing, but it's just holding your value of yourself as a person too, because you're not gonna.
You gotta know your worth.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, the worth of your shit that you're dropping, the worth of you as a person, like. If you want to be treated like a supreme or a fucking stussy,
you gotta act like it.
Yeah, you gotta be that guy. Like,
you can't be the guy that's like, yeah, I have one aside for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Supreme is not holding shit for you. Stussy is not holding shit for you.
The workers gotta hop on the website to get the shit. You know,
the workers don't even have that. You know?
Yeah, like if the worker doesn't buy it, he's not getting it. Like, it's literally.
And that's the thing too. It's like, there's shit that Google wants, I don't hold for him. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like if I'm not holding it for Google, which is like my fucking right hand man type shit, like you really think, you know what I mean? Like, you really think that I'm gonna hold it for anyone else type shit? It's
and like, don't hold shit. Like, and I've told you where you've asked me before, and I'm like, you know what, right now, nah, don't even hold it. Like, just sell it. Like, that's the other thing too. Don't expect your homies or anybody to hold shit for you. Fucking, you either purchase it then, or you don't get it at all, because it's like, that's one, the way they're eating. Like you said, you went 6 months, you spent $1,000. Didn't get your shit for a whole 6 months. That's $1,000 that are just up in the air, you know. Like, at the end of the day,
the motherfuckers, like, I don't know what y'all expect, but I don't have $1,000 to just fucking, you know, it's fucking, they're stuck at customs, you know. Like, I don't have that shit, bro.
We're taking all the risk, you know. So it's like, if you think we're gonna take all the risk again just for one person, that's 50-50, then no, like,
exactly.
Fuck all that type shit. Yeah.
Exactly. And like, that's the thing too. Like, and there's shit that will be on the website for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then like sells out, and then they're like, oh,
that's when someone,
but I wanted that. No, fuck you, dude. Suck my dick. Suck my little dick. That shit was on the website for weeks.
And that's the other thing. If you want something, check the website. One thing that I've learned from Omar, which is the best advice, that's like common sense, honestly, is like, if it doesn't sell out, leave it on the website. It doesn't matter. For one, your website's not fucking empty. If you're paying for the website, might as well fucking use it.
People are scared though. That's why.
Yeah.
People are scared that like, oh, my shit's been sitting here for 5 months.
Bro, have shit.
Doesn't matter, bro. Fucking Supreme goes on sale. You know, like, it doesn't matter, bro. Plus, look, think about this. If this shit doesn't sell, yo, You don't know. Motherfuckers are waiting for that sale.
Yeah.
You know, they're waiting for you to give them a little 30% off, a little 50% off. Then they're gonna buy it, bro. They're waiting for Black Friday. Black Friday, Hoodlum Black Friday goes crazy every
insane.
year. Every single year, bro. Motherfuckers are just waiting for that sale.
The last 2 years
I
for your
wanted
Black
this
Friday
fucking,
have been crazy as fuck.
bro. Hoodlum Black Friday goes crazy every year, so it's like, and it's always the same sale, 50% off. Just go grab it, you know. And it's fucking people just were waiting for that sale, you know. So it's like, don't be scared to just leave it up. If it didn't sell, it didn't sell, bro. There's shit that never sells online for me, but like the shorts, they didn't really sell online, but they sold in person hella, a fucking shit ton, you know. So it's like, don't be discouraged because something's sitting on your website. That's good. There are people that tell me they go on my website and they're like, "That's all you have," and I'm like, "Well, everything else is sold out," and they're like, "Well, that sucks."
That's good.
That's the thing that people don't realize that, like, but I want to support you right now. I want to buy your T-shirt or your hoodie, but you don't have any.
Then buy what the fuck's on there.
I know, but they don't want a rolling tray. They don't want a lighter case. They don't need a pillow. They don't need. So it makes sense. There are people like, but I want some of your shit, but you don't have any. And you know, it's like, so that's a good way of me thinking about it too. Though it's like, don't pull shit off the website. That way it's fuller.
People can look.
That way, I don't have the hoodie, but look at this plushie, you know, or look at this fucking Zippo lighter, and they're like, oh, I kind of didn't want a Zippo lighter. Let me buy that one then.
Well, I mean, it's like the way thinking about it right now. That's what stores do. Zumiez, Facts, and these stores, they have all their shit on their website, regardless if it sells or not. They're gonna have it on there for fucking months, a full year, if anything. You know, like it just
even if it's on super clearance, bro. Even if it's on fucking 1 cent clearance, it's still there.
It's gonna be there. And so
or like you never know, bro. You give someone to something, or you give something to someone, and they tag and repost you. That one random person from fucking Alabama goes on your website. Maybe they do need a rolling tray, or maybe, you know what I mean. You never know, like. The traffic to the website is unlimited because you don't gotta get up out of your chair, get in your fucking car, drive to a fucking store, get out of your car, get in front, fucking deal with shitty ass customer service at a store. You don't have to do any of that. All you do is hoodlum.com, enter, shop. There's everything. Oh my god, how easy is that? Add to cart, checkout. You know, it's like. You don't have to do it, bro. You can fucking be dick in your hand, bro. Fucking hoodlum.com on the computer. You know, like you don't have to fucking do shit, bro. And I think people are sleeping a lot on like bro, physical stores nowadays are like the thing of the past, you know?
No, they are. I mean, my second job's a retail job, and something that I talk with the owner there is like it's so much harder, especially
how many people work a shift with you?
One person.
Why?
Because there's no need for more people. There's no
that you get 2 customers an hour, bro, and you know?
The goal for people to walk in is so low. I mean, they expect 30 people at least in one day. You know how low of like people that is? Like to just be like, all right, 30 people is gonna be like at least see 30 people today. Like that's when you're like, oh shit, we don't get shit at all because we're not in a mall, we're in the outside of anything. And not just that, but everyone gets their shit on Amazon, on the internet, on the website of the company that I work for, or fucking like type shit like that. It's like it's so much easier to just go e-commerce nowadays. You just get shit right to your fucking door.
Bro, I hate going to the store. Gotta look for shit.
Yeah.
I get to the store, I'm like, oh, where the fuck is that fucking wrestling toys? Where the fuck is the fucking chairs? Where the fuck are the
when you just go online
shit I need? Like and then I go on Amazon and I look up fucking metal chair. It's right there, you know? Rey Mysterio action figures. All of them pop up. Every single one I need. Oh, it's right there, you know? Bro, it's not that. Like, nowadays, that's what people fucking are doing, you know? And it's like, the retail store, it's a thing of the past, bro.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, too. Stop telling, like, people that you're going to deliver to them. Unless they're, like, down the block from you or some shit. And even then, go to the website. Like, don't be like, yeah, I can deliver it to you just because we live in the same city, in the same state or some shit. No, tell them the website is where to get it. I'll ship it to you. Fucking, this guy's got enough, like, backup to be like, my shit ships next day. Like, literally, use your website for what it is. Don't tell people I can.
Why are you paying $40 a month?
Yeah, if you're not going to use it, yeah. That one shirt that someone wants you to drive to, you're already wasting gas there. Offer the same $40 for that shirt. That shirt's going to pay for that shit. Like, just use the website. Tell people, look, my website's right here. You know, if you don't want to go to it, then you don't want to.
You know what's the fucking the dub? This is the website. Here's a little 50% off, 15% off code, and they'll give you a little discount off the shipping, maybe even free shipping.
Yeah, if you just go on the website, yeah.
And like, bro, you're gonna spend the same amount of money. This is what I always tell people. You're gonna spend the same amount of money as me dropping it off to you. I'm packing it up as soon as you order it. It's gonna get shipped out tomorrow. You're gonna have it if you're in Utah 1 day. It's Then you don't have to get up. You don't have to put on your shoes. You don't have to drive to the local In-N-Out. I don't have to get up. I don't have to put on my shoes. I don't have to drive to the local In-N-Out. We don't have to do any of that. You just fucking I ship it out and it's there in a day. I don't know what's the big deal.
Yeah.
That's when I tell people that it's gonna be there in one day.
Bro, fucking drug dealers are shipping drugs. Like,
No, they're not. But you know what I mean? Do you see the pack of drugs that got delivered to the church?
No.
It was like a big bundle of marijuana got delivered to a church in like Texas or some shit, or like Michigan or some shit. Yeah. But we got some topics here. I hope you guys enjoyed that fucking spiel. That one little question just went on. Ken Carson got a right side up or upside down star tattoo, depending how you want to look at it.
It's 2024. Yeah. Stop trying to sell your soul to the devil.
Yeah, for real. Selling your soul in 2024 is insane.
It's crazy.
It's gonna be ballsy or something.
There's so many ways to blow up. There's this one TikTok guy that I don't know what he does. He's like eating chocolate or something, and then it like clips into like him all covered in chocolate.
I'm the Easter Bunny. I'm the Easter Bunny. I'm the Easter Bunny.
Bro, if you're not like that, I wouldn't do that. Personally, that's very insane and crazy. But there's people that are willing to do anything to get famous without selling their soul. Go do the Easter Bunny shit.
Yeah, don't do the fucking.
Don't sell your soul.
Family Guy is just poking fun at Yeezys because Yeezys have been found at outlets recently for like 80% off. Yeah, so Family Guy just kind of poked fun at Yeezy, like they were like a pumpkin got all over Cleveland shoes.
Yeah.
And Cleveland is like, my sneakers. And then Quagmire's like, are those Yeezys? He's like, oh, they're cheaper now. You know?
Yeah.
Like, they just didn't really care about them. So that's kind of funny. We already talked about that one. LVMH sold Virgil's Off-White on his birthday for however much money. Can we just pop it over right here?
I don't know.
So there's a lot of outrage about people being like, why did you sell it on his birthday? On his birthday is crazy. The disrespect.
Maybe it was more valuable the day of his birthday.
New creative director, just shit like that. Joe Freshgoods came out and said, you guys need a new creative director. You guys need to start switching creative directors in between seasons and shit, so that way it stays fresh. And then he stated to use Virgil's friends as the creative director, so that way they keep his legacy going, and they were like the close people around
people that knew him type shit.
I think that's cool. I think Joe Freshgoods is and then he said you should hire me, which I think is
that'd be a good idea.
You know,
yeah.
Joe Freshgoods has dropped heat just ever since I've heard of Joe Freshgoods. I've never seen a Joe Freshgood item and been like, he missed on that one. Never, like not once. So I think that's cool that he's come on the pod, Joe Freshgoods. That's cool. He's putting his name out there, and and I think he's also in the right for saying that like they should hire Virgil's friends. Like I think that'd be sick. Not A$AP Bari, but anyone else.
Yeah.
I think that's cool, and not Ian Connor either.
Yeah, for sure.
But then again, though, like, how are we gonna know who's Virgil's friends? Because isn't everyone's Virgil's friends now? Everyone was espoused by
everyone was best friends. That one guy said Virgil's in him or some shit.
That's some crazy shit. Virgil took over my fucking. That's the corniest shit.
Took over his asshole or some shit.
Bro, the fucking chili hole. This is the craziest shit I've ever heard. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Answer on the pod.
210.
Answer on the pod.
Yeah. Hello? Hello? Hello, my friend. How are you doing today?
They hung up.
That's funny.
Prank called us. We're gonna prank call you.
Prank call you back, motherfucker.
But all right, what's next?
I should have been like, thank you for calling Joe's Abortion in Delhi, where yesterday's oopsies could become today's soupies. How can I help you? Every guy saw his meme. It was pretty funny. It was something along those lines.
It's pretty good.
But I don't know who the fuck that guy was. Fuck that dude. It was probably Virgil calling us from the other world. He's like, stop talking shit about me. So yeah, Joe Freshgoods. That was a good take.
Fire.
I think another person that has good takes is Bima.
Oh, okay.
Just everything he talks about, like that collab that he talked about with Drake, and everything he talks about, I think he has good takes. I don't think he ever is like, well, you kind of missed on this one, Bima.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was cool. Yeah, shout out Bima. Big Ass Bags is another one that I just wrote down.
Okay,
like, I don't know if you want to grab the FTP one real quick, just so you can kind of give them an idea of what we're talking about here.
Yeah, so
I think this is just definitely like a trend that's coming. You know?
So lately, the ones we're specifically talking about, Carpet Company just did a triple XL.
Yeah.
Like duffel bag.
It's kind of like this. Let's say, It's kind of like a duffel bag that is like sideways and like.
This is their regular size.
Can we just post a photo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In comparison to this one.
But like this is an extra large backpack, you know.
Yeah.
That's like I don't know, big ass bags. I think that's just like a good a thing that's coming into fashion right now.
Just a trend.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
It's about time. I mean, everything's been oversized. I mean, they've even made the big ass hats. Like, have you seen those?
The caps.
I mean, yeah, the big caps. So and it's not something that's uncomfortable. Now you have more space to carry shit.
Like
so,
that works for traveling a lot. It carries everything I need. I can
pretty much
I can fit a shoebox in there.
Yeah.
Like literally a flat
like
shoebox, like two. Like I can fit multiple, but I put one in there always. Like it's very good for traveling.
Yeah.
I like them. I mean, I think for everyday use they're a little bit hard. Like I'm not using the FTP bag every day, but I'm gonna use it when I go travel. You know. Sure. And like that carpet 5XL bag or whatever.
That shit's insane.
You know, I may not use that every day, but it like you said, it is luggage. So at the end of the day, like you're gonna go travel somewhere, that's the perfect like little luggage bag. It's a conversation starter.
And then the colorway is super dope. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't say inverted colors, but I don't know. Like the color palette that they chose on them is weird.
Just like it looks like some shit you like fucking
like tie dye almost.
Some shit you make off acid or something.
Yeah. So it's dope ass colors. I mean, I will see the pics, but. Yeah, big bags is definitely a style. Like, and that's another thing. Looking at these companies, they're trying to do everything they can to stay relevant in a way. So it's like, all right, let's make duffel bags. Let's make a big ass duffel bag.
I feel like it's like what the homie Joshua Vibes was saying from whatever brand he's from.
Fire.
What he was saying is that like if you're gonna do something, like do it different. Yeah, they could have made a tote bag.
Yeah.
But they made a big ass tote bag, and that's why we were talking about it. Yeah. You know, if they just made a tote bag, would we be talking about it? Maybe not. You know, but. Like FTP, I bought that bag because it's big as fuck. I didn't buy it because it was like
a regular backpack.
You know? I bought it because it's huge. I was like, oh, that's a sick ass backpack.
And then just the detail, the puffer detail to it.
The big ass tag on the side. Yeah. Like the tag is just as extra large as the bag is. Like you know, like they kind of just thought of everything, and I feel like that's what's gonna set your brand apart. Even if you are just making tote bags, how are you gonna make a tote bag different? Even if you are just making white tees, fucking use kangaroo pubes to fucking as the cotton. You know, like it's like
some shit.
Yeah, like.
Yeah. And was that the same guy that said the same shit about the buttons?
Yeah, like if you're gonna make just a normal button up, use bigger buttons, or if you're gonna just do a pocket tee, like put the pocket upside down or make the pocket bigger or whatever, you know. Just kind of find a way of how you can change something, because like if like he said, if you're gonna make anything and it just looks like a Uniqlo item, why am I gonna buy that? Like
listen,
you're not Supreme, you know.
Yeah, one, you're not Supreme. If you're gonna fully manufacture something, go all the fucking way out. The fucking extra 15 cents to change the buttons, 15 extra cents to make a zipper, fucking anything, bro. The eyelets on the strings, like you just have to go all the way out and be creative with it. Because even if you do, at the end of the day, just end up selling a regular zip up, but the fucking zipper is different and the eyelets are different. That's where people are going to be like, oh, it's the small details. Like, because then it's like, oh, you just have a hoodie on, but you're like, nah, but check this shit out. Your zipper doesn't have a fucking dick as a zipper. Like, sorry, that was the best thing I could think of.
But you're right about that, though. Like, if you guys are going the fully manufactured route, don't just take the templates they have for you.
Yeah,
try to see what you can change and try.
They're happy to help you do whatever, and all you have to.
And they're happy to just give you the template.
Bro, and you send them a shitty ass sketch, like fucking your sketch for your belt.
Yeah.
And fucking
it comes out amazing.
They make that shit real. They have somebody that's on their fucking graphic design team that's like, ha ha ha, here, and then makes it.
Literally, like, ha. Oh,
this guy thinks he's an artist.
Yeah, we got this. He's like, hold my copy.
5 seconds later, yeah. So yeah, push the boundaries. Ask them, or don't even ask. Be like, can you change this? Can you make this? Can you do this? And they're gonna give you yes or no. And that's the other thing I wanted to add on earlier. You guys don't want to make the WhatsApp account. You don't want to do this, but bro, these Chinese people don't speak English, and they find whichever way they can to fucking communicate and figure out how to make it right. So if they're doing whatever it takes, you got to do whatever it fucking takes.
You got to put in the work too.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay, we gotta hurry because we gotta get to Salt Lake.
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, we can kill it there.
We got the ass hat from the A's.
Oh yeah, A's. New Era.
Pop it up, that's crazy.
New Era, hire us.
I don't know
please.
how the fuck that slipped through the cracks. And then we just had an awful lot of trash. Just same shit we talked about last week. We don't awful lot of Baby Shark do.
But yeah, thank you. We're gonna go get some food, eat some ass. Fucking. All right.
Titties in my face.
Yo, Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday.
Happy Dick Year.